92 nuggets, $9.20. Hell, we gonna be so rich, y'all. Yeah, I brought that piano over for you. I hope you like a light finish.
I do.
There you go.
Excellent. Thank you, sir. There
My
you go.
my pleasure. We
If you'll excuse me, gentles,
we
I
did
see something I need to play with.
short thing. Oh, here we go. We had discussed three. Is that correct? This is only $1. No, I'm sorry, I done miscounted. It must have been the sun. Either that or Miss Millie's making me a little nervous with that long rifle she got there.
I mean, you
It
say
works
nervous, I say
just
excited.
fine.
That's good. I heard it. I heard it, girl. I felt the stomach churning as soon as you fired it. It was hard for me to keep the conversation going. I'm still not used to the thunder of those rifles.
It's been a long time since I held one. It seems I still have the knack for it.
Well, as long as that thing is, you
Well,
still
gentlemen.
handle it quite well. Okay. I had. Oh, did I? Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna take that as a
I
compliment.
didn't mean to make it sound inappropriate. Now I just now that I thought about it, I do. Oh my, I'm sorry. I did it.
It's okay. We
I
all
had to.
put our foot in it sometimes.
I did it.
You gentlemen want to follow me
I
in?
couldn't resist. Yes,
To the
yes,
saloon.
ma'am. Whew.
It's not finished yet by any means, but been working on it pretty diligently there with Travis.
Wow, it
And
sure is coming together.
actually, Huck, before I forget, he said, I remember Travis saying that he wants a piano from you at some point.
Well, after all the hospitality and things that y'all have shown me, I'd be perfectly obliged to give y'all one. You tell me what color you want it, and I'll make sure to make it custom and tune it when y'all set it down.
I thought I told him to fix that.
Oh, I
but
know, Ostrich. I don't mind moving my mouse,
every
but when I
5
talk, I
seconds,
usually
it's,
just
Millie,
like
can you build
jiggle.
me this? Millie, can you build me this? Millie, can I get your opinion on this? I can't get a breath.
Well, I think he's just delighted to have a woman's touch. I do believe. What do you say your relationship was with
Something like
with
that.
Travis? Is he your kinfolk?
No, he's just a friend actually. Kaju and I are childhood friends, but Travis just came around and needed a place to stay, and Kaju offered him a bed, and he just been sticking around. And I mean, he cooks so well for us, we certainly don't want him to leave. So
Right. Well, I imagine not. A good cook is very hard to find. But you know, Millie, if he was relying on you for your expertise for every little thing, it may be just a little more than a boost of confidence to you. He may have sweets for you.
oh, I didn't consider that. I certainly hope so. I mean, he's a dear man, but I don't feel that way about him.
Oh, poor guy. Well, make sure to let him down easy. He sure is. He seems like a nice fella. He might be real tender-hearted.
Well,
Oh,
if
baby,
such a thing comes about, I'll be sure and do that.
Hey, I hate to bring this up, but there's a tingle on the back of my neck. I do believe we should that's usually something that reminds me of something. We should probably go check on our minds there, Millie.
Oh, you are very correct, aren't you? Let's,
Yes,
but
ma'am.
anyway, yes.
But this place is excellent. Do you have a name for it yet? Yeah, hey, that could be some branding as well. You could talk about how people that visit your saloon have good they bound to have good luck because of your good fortune. That might bring you some customers right there. Hey, you know what? You could do like you know how they call that certain kind of one beer that they brew lager. You could do gold lager or like a play on where hey, you could just kind of mush it together and say Goldschlager or something like that. Gold's quite popular.
Goldschlager.
Again, a very good idea.
Goldschlager.
Oh.
Hey, did Kaiju tell you that I thought he was a hauling you? That you were a victim of foul play the other night.
No, he didn't mention that.
So
Is that when
listen,
I had one of those heat stroke episodes?
right. Listen, I was just out back, feeding Cookie and getting a couple things before it got too late. It was a little dark, and out of the corner of my eye, I saw something shifting. So I looked over my fence, and I saw what appeared to be someone carrying or dragging a body. And I just a cold shiver ran up my spine. I pulled out my new firearm, and I walked over there to investigate that, asking old fella if they needed help, something friendly like to say, not to cause any alarm. And he said they were all right, and I thought I recognized his voice, and it seemed soft enough. And upon approaching, I saw Kaiju just carrying you. He had said that you passed out. I thought it was at first, it just at first glance, I thought he was hauling a body. I just got so freaked out.
I mean, you don't know Kaiju like I do, but the thought that he could cause a harm to another person that didn't start at first is just not natural. He's not that way, but I could see how you could make it think that way from what you saw.
Yeah, I didn't even recognize him at first. He had got a new shirt, I believe, and he was when he was just walking around with you in his arm. I didn't know he was you either. I just saw a guy hauling a body is all I saw. So I got real nervous for you. Graphic card overheating.
Yeah, so I seem to have gotten a little bit better over that heat stroke thing, and it hasn't affected me as much lately. I think I'm finally getting used to the weather. Let's just put it that way.
Well, yeah, well, that's good then. That's good. At first, I was worried that the alcohol was getting to you, and I believe it might just be the heat. Yesterday, it was pretty hot.
Yes, it was. And I don't know why you're hopping on the alcohol. I don't drink, but occasionally.
Well, no, it's not you specifically. I just it came to mind because it all started after we had those drinks, and I felt how powerful it was, and I think it has a little bit to do with body weight, and being that you're so tiny, I just didn't know how it affected you.
Oh, well, there's probably some truth to that, because it seems like I don't need to intake that much before it affects me a bit stronger compared to others. Yeah. Oh, if Travis offers you something called vodka, just be careful. Or not vodka, what did he call it? Tequila. That's it, tequila. It's like whiskey, only a little different.
Oh, it's strong now, is it? I'm
Well,
not gonna start with that. I'm
I
fine.
may have lost my breath for a moment or two after I took a sip of it. He wanted me to test it, I guess.
Well, I tell you what, every dadgum thing that Travis offers me besides blueberry pies, I'm gonna sip quite slowly. I tell you.
It's probably a wise decision.
Right. Hey, I should probably excuse
See, now you
myself
done
to go
gone
to
and-
the restroom. Just excuse me for just a moment.
Yes, sir.
Come on,
course.
Cookie.
Miss Millie,
I'm gonna let my boy
apologize if
flirt a
this-
little bit. I knew he wanted to ask the question. I knew it. You heard? I apologize. He is straight up asking Millie out. Is what you see right there. Hey, hello?
Hello? Oh, yeah, there was another...
Oh, hey, you.
Yeah, I'm here. You know how I give you a lot of lights and all that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot to bring some now, but I was gonna ask if if you're up for a challenge of making 2 corner pieces out of that metal keep stuff.
Oh yeah, you just want a couple of those corner pieces? Well, I'd be happy to do that for you. You ain't got to trade nothing for it.
Wait, really?
I don't know if it's right or left though.
Oh,
So y'all need
that might be an issue.
maybe a little bit of is it corner at the top? Like, is it a ceiling piece or a wall piece or what?
No, I found foundation piece, you know, for floor.
Oh, I got
foundation
you.
piece.
And you want a round one or one that's just like just an angle?
An angle.
All right.
Yes.
Y'all come on in. It's silly for y'all to just be out there. Y'all can come on in. Hey, did y'all see the paper? Welcome, Raiders.
No,
And-
I think I read it briefly about was it the spooky ghost or something?
Yeah. That photographer caught an image of that ghost over there.
Whoa. Well.
I knew it. I'm just glad it confirmed so people wouldn't think I'm crazy. I started documenting everything, Arthur. I'm gonna start documenting everything. A while ago, I saw this weird horse. That is something like something was happening to that horse over at Millie's house. Yesterday, Slim and I saw some suspicious activity. I'm documenting it all. I'm bound to see one of these for myself.
So what's up with this ghost stuff? Are you actually a ghost hunter now?
I mean, I don't know. You've got to admit it is quite fascinating, and now that there's actually been documented proof, hell, maybe there's some sort of a. Let's see here. Before I get too confused, I need a left. I got another left. All right, and we got 2 right. Okay, very good. So there they are. But yeah, I mean, it's quite fascinating. I think folks, I think we aren't the only ones that see crazy shit. I'm sure there's a lot of folks out there with different stories that they have, and maybe we can actually trap one of these things.
Wait, trap a ghost?
Well, I mean, I don't know how it works really, but I mean, it's if we could actually see one, maybe we could learn more about them. And hell, you never know what could come out of it. I just finished 2 of those large mines there, Arthur. Talk about profitable.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I told you. And what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, the group we were with in the mine.
Right.
That whole group. Maybe at some point we can set up expeditions to find supernatural stuff. Maybe we learn something.
Right. Yeah, we all have varying degrees of experience with the supernatural. I think. Well, I mean, except for Ash, but then again, Ash might be what they call that, the critic or the skeptic. That's right. Ash could be the skeptic and tell us if we're all hallucinating and we're just playing tricks on us, or if it's actually real. Hell, I don't think even he could deny the possibility if he's seen that newspaper article we did.
Here, take a look.
You killed one of these things?
Spooky enough?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, that does look like just the skin off one of them gators. Don't people make boots out of this?
I think so. I've never really dabbled in that, but I mean, someone was attacking, or one of them was attacking my horse, so I just had to punch it in the neck.
You kill one of these things with your fist? Holy shit, Arthur! You got a hell of a punch on you, don't you? Ghost cookies?
No, I mean, at first, but then I had to shoot it because it was a bit too tough.
Oh, I see. Okay, because I was about to say that would have been a heck of a tale to tell. My sister already knocked out a cow that was Russian. They had one of them mad cows at the neighbor's house, and it got kind of flustered at something, and he'd started to running around, and we was trying to calm it down, and it knocked over my daddy and my neighbor. So when it came back around, my sister just reared up with that thick right shoulder of hers, and just put one of them put a shiner on it the size of my head. It laid right down and settled right down, I'll tell you.
tell so many tales about your sister. You make her sound like what happened to her? Like so many things have happened to her at this point.
I mean, well, she has been through a lot. She's a couple of years older than I am. She's not too fast anymore either, due to her weight problem. But I mean, she's still got a right. She's quite intelligent. Like she knows a lot of shit.
No.
Hey, Mud Wars.
No, I don't. The way you've described her, and I just can't visualize her in my head. There's nothing that comes up.
Well, if she ever came around, I'd love to introduce you to her. She's a hell of a sight. Sometimes it's a little bit hard to digest. Just really how massive she's become with her intake of over intake of nutrition, let's call it. But she's nice. She's real nice.
I forgot almost. I'm gonna take these so I don't forget them.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just in case. I think that's all we needed for now, and she needs to get her barber shop up and running again because we needed to take it down.
Well, we built it and then we took it down, and then we rebuilt it a little bit, and then it was taken down and moved across the street.
Well, at least y'all have, at least y'all know what y'all doing. Hell, as a carpenter, you know I've mentioned before that I don't really do the framework. You'd be surprised at how many roofs I dropped down without the proper support on that dadgum porch I'm working on.
Oh, goodness. Oh, don't get hurt or anything.
Oh, I don't think I will.
Well, you know pianos well, right? Like inside out.
Oh, yes, I do.
Yeah, and you know they're structurally sound. They're good structure. They hold up, right?
Right, and well, I mean, I've seen in certain cases there was one this little piano that my sister sat on. It didn't really hold her up well. Although I guess she saw that, you know how those classy broads sometimes they'll sit on those pianos and just to drink their drinks and hear the piano playing. She I guess she was trying to role play as one of those, or because she's not real slender, see. And she wasn't even drinking nothing. Actually, think about it. She just kind of jumped up there and plopped down, and one of the piano legs broke, and it was. She fell to the floor. It wasn't that bad because she landed on that big shoulder of hers, but it broke the piano. We had to re-leg it.
Oh, that's not good. But like I was saying, if you know a piano, you know it works. To make a giant piano to live in, you know what I'm saying? Everything should be fine because you know exactly how they work.
If I couldn't put a porch together, I don't. In fact, I mean, there's not even enough. I don't know if I can get enough materials to make large size pieces.
Well, you just make the frame, you know.
Well, just the front. Well, you see, a lot of the pieces that go in pianos actually add to their structural integrity. I mean, you got hinges, pins, props, knobs, buttons, puncheons, bushings, dampers, felt, hitches, sockets, plates, shimming washers. There's just so many things to really, I mean, hell, you even got whippings, butt whippings, hammer butts, flanges, clamps. You have any idea how long it would take to put one of these things together in size to live? Hell.
I guess you're right. It would be pretty cool though. Really pretty sweet.
That's a lot of pieces.
That is a lot of pieces. I didn't even name them all, but I suppose you get the idea. It's quite
shanks.
cluttered in the piano. Oh yeah, the shanks too. Hell, that's it, and the catch frames and fasteners.
Oh, okay.
Good butt clamp.
That's way more than I know about piano.
You'd be surprised how fast you learn it if you need to.
That piano stuff never got sorted out, but those automatic pianos, right?
No, unfortunately not. I believe they're still haunted. And can you believe now people are thinking the mirrors are actually haunted?
Oh no! Wait, what? We had a few of those, but we tore them down.
Well, yeah, and that's
Right.
why they passed a little ordinance saying because they didn't know why folks was just acting funny around them and passing out
Oh,
and
wait.
all sorts of things.
Oh no! I remember. I was looking. We put up 3 mirrors, right? And I looked into them. I was looking and I was staring into it. My hair in the mirror was levitating above my body, and my shirt was on my face.
Yep.
Had you
I didn't
had
see
anything
anything
to
when I looked
drink
into
at
the mirror.
all?
No. I think it was just haunted because I did not look like myself.
Oh.
I looked like some miniature version of me, but with hair floating above my head. If that makes sense.
Well, I got to document this now. Hold on a second. All right, so Arthur on July 4th had 3 mirrors in the house that showed him an image of his hair levitating off his head, as well as a shirt on his face.
Yeah, that's correct. Let me draw it. So,
All right.
oh, okay.
He's getting high for
It's
sure.
scary. So my shirt was like this.
All right. Holy,
Nothing scary,
Those
right? Nothing
artistic
scary.
skills are just amazing.
that is incredible. Arthur, I
And
never
then-
knew.
Mind blowing.
But then the scary part.
You must have a pin on a touch monitor or something, dude.
That's my face right there. And then my arms were actually down here. Oh my
What
god.
in the hell?
Yeah, and then my
I feel
hair
like your arms are
was
longer
up
than that.
here. And then my hair was like, flowing up here and shit. My eyebrows was here, and that's so scary.
Oh,
You see what I
my
mean?
goodness. Well, I imagine
Oh, no,
so.
you might not be by here.
Oh no. Oh wait, it's our partner. And
Hey,
come in.
hey,
You might-
Ash, come
You'll
on
be a
in.
bit scared though. You'll be a
Right
bit
there.
scared,
You
but come on
gotta
in.
read that there newspaper, man. You read that newspaper right there,
I
man.
did.
Wait,
That's
listen,
what we're
listen.
talking
Come
about
on,
right
come on in,
now, Ash.
Come on in.
Man,
Yeah, yeah,
they're
take-
crazy,
take a
man.
look.
They're crazy, man.
Okay, so I'm
You
gonna
mind, how
tell
you doing
you.
there? I don't believe in the lady here, so I had to say hello there, you know what I'm saying?
Say hello.
Hi.
Okay, Ash, let me tell you a story. Let me close this so no one else hears it. You know the newspaper with the spooky ghost stuff? On the 4th, when everything was going off, I looked into the mirror and I saw this.
My God, what them best bowel heads that the voting on there, come on.
Right.
I don't know what happened, but it was really scary. It was really scary, and I think the mirrors are possessed.
The place right there look like this, I mean, you could draw right there, that kind of like you right there, but they look just like you, but with your head like not there.
Yeah, my head wasn't there. It was like,
It was his hair
Perfect
was
looking
levitating
face.
off his body. He claimed.
yeah.
What? How do you do that
Yeah,
right there?
exactly.
How you go there when you go, you look like that, would change the future or something like that?
And his shirt was
No, I don't know.
his shirt was levitating on his face as well.
Hey.
Oh yeah, just
Dada.
eat that to calm down. Eat that to calm down a bit, but I don't know because when I touched my hair, I was perfectly fine.
Right there.
Speaking
I
of
was
which,
fine when
y'all
I
got
took
thank
the
goodness thank goodness Roscoe is keeping the spirits away again. I had almost forgot how.
Yeah.
Who? Do you think we have time to swing by Millie's house to drop off one of these pianos? Let me just check one more thing here, Ash. Got this.
I don't know, Millie. I don't know.
Oh, you don't know Millie? I'm sorry. I thought everybody knew Millie. Let me just let's see here.
I've been trying to find somebody that makes him caramels. You ever had a caramel?
Can't tell you. Car. I know Lena Car, but I close. I have been right there.
Man, I had one of them on the train from Oklahoma, and it was so good.
Is that
Just suckle on it a little bit.
oh, it's like a candy.
Yeah, it's like a hard candy.
I've never had a hard one. I've had the
Yeah,
chewy
right,
ones.
right.
Just, then you go around in circles.
One time my sister, she put like 4 of those soft ones in her mouth, and she just started chewing and chewing and chewing and chewing. Her mouth got tired, and she couldn't talk real well after that for a little while.
I'm about to tell you,
Hey.
car station, you're gonna lose about like 5 teeth on that. The way you've been telling Tori about your sister like that. If she be around with a smile, that be looking like someone punch her in the face, man. That's what I thought you were gonna say. That's what I'm gonna tell you right now.
Speaking of your sister, Mr. O'Connell over there at the casino, he told me he found this foot, and it was the hairiest foot I ever done seen. Your sister didn't have a hairy foot, did she?
You know, when you think about it, it was slightly hairy, but nothing overgrown or anything. Although her ankles were a little bit swollen, so I couldn't see all of her foot all the time. It kind of like just lapped over her the roof of her foot a little bit. So I don't know really how hairy they are.
Well, you might
how
want
the
to.
ankle get big like that? How the ankle get big like that? I want to know now. What she be doing now? What do you do to her?
Well, I think it's just a side effect of the general nutritional values that she ate quite excessively.
You might want to write a letter back to her, just make sure she's all right, because that Mr. O'Connell, he's got that foot in a box. Said it was a hairy beast came out of the woods.
And what kind of sick shit
Well, I
is
was
he
over
into
there
if
today.
he's
That must have been
carrying
what I
feet?
smelled.
Oh
I'm
my!
not sure on that one.
Why is he carrying feet around? Is he into some sick shit?
They're evident. He don't got no camera, but we got there and go click on it like you talking about it, like a trigger. You know what I'm saying? You don't have that, so he probably got that thing around us right there.
I was thinking about getting one of them cameras.
Well, I'm hoping that we go to the bank and get one as well. We need something. That was part of the proposition we were talking about there, Taven. See, we was thinking Arthur had the idea that we put together a little coalition of sorts to well, we've all had paranormal experiences now, and with the new proof about the ghost that was sighted in the mine, I think we all get that it's true. People might not think that we're crazy, and hell, there might be folks out there that need help, but I think we should get some sort of credibility for and form an organization of sorts, and probably get some documented proof with cameras. I've been taking notes. So I can catalog facts to present to folks when they need help understanding what problems they might be having in the paranormal realm.
You said you believe in that supernatural stuff, right there, Mr. Huck?
I do. Yes, I do. I sure do believe in it.
All right. Well, whatever you do, don't turn around. There might be one at the window right now.
I'm sorry, what? Oh, yeah, you see? He's just playing tricks on me. Dadgummit, Tavian, why are you trying to scare me? I just changed my pants, almost had to do it again. Shit.
You know right there, I've got you good.
That was great.
You need to go in and change them
Paranormal
pants. You're back
Society?
with another pant right there, boy.
God dang it.